going for the Super Bowl. That
hold
little hope
on,
going to the Super Bowl.
Hold on, because that's not what Rodgers said. Rodgers said, I just care about winning the MVP. I don't care about winning.
No matter, I don't have to worry about my feelings to understand that.
And I was like, oh God, how do I stop this? So
Look at that water behind me, James.
Jesus says in the scripture, they need to live their experience of their own life.
Say about the AFC South. So I think
There was something interesting early. You know, they weren't expected to have that 13-game win streak like they did last year.
This is the gift that God has given me to be able to help.
Thanks to the Democrats.
I'm not.
Am I correct?
Why blame? Why you're
I have a question for Carolyn. Carolyn, hold on. I have a question for you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back on the Doug Saravo Show, which is brought to you by Unsolicited Role Models. The role models you may not want, but you may just need. As always, I'm the president and founder of Saravo Broadcasting, Douglas K. Saravo, and we got my co-host of Dougie Sports Talk, Jimmy Drust.
That'll be me.
So, I think it's time for an apology to Dougie. Because the Cleveland Cavaliers are 9-0, and they're the only undefeated team in the National Basketball Association.
Doug, what do we always say?
It's not how you start, but how you finish.
Exactly. So if they start out great. You still got 100-something games, whatever, how many games to play. Long season ahead. You just started.
I know, but to be 9-0, good start.
It is a good start.
It's a good start, and I could accept that.
Yeah.
I could accept the 9-0
But it's also
start.
like, I think when you get into playoffs,
Yeah,
that doesn't mean nothing. Yeah, you have a good position, but at the same time, you could lose in the first round.
Yeah, you never know.
So that's why, that's why that record shit doesn't really matter until
You never know. But to be 9-0, I'll take it.
Yeah, exactly. You'll take it. But no, nobody owes you an apology.
Why not?
No one owes you an apology.
You guys all bashed us.
Yeah, we bashed you, but then afterwards, it's like I said, it's going to be. Last year we bashed you more, not this year. We bashed you more last year when you thought you were going to go to the friggin' second round and beat Celtics.
Yeah, but we all knew we were going to lose
Yeah.
to Cleveland. That's not denying it.
No.
All right, so let's get started. NFL Week 10. I think Buffalo's running away with the division, if you could say that. They're 7-2.
7-2, and then 3-6, 3-6, and 2-7.
Yeah, it's a bad division.
I think so. Yeah. Well, we didn't expect Buffalo to be that power. We thought
We thought
they would digress a little bit and everything because they lost a lot of defense, but they're getting players back on defense, and they could make a serious run at it.
They can.
I think once they play Cleveland, I think that's next week, or week after. And if they could beat Kansas City, I could see that being a game changer because then, Kansas City, I could see them losing to Denver maybe once out of the 2 games they play them.
Yeah, I think they can.
Especially if they already won the division, which it's looking like they're going to win the division soundly because they're already 8-0. I think that's already a lock. I think they win 1 or 2 more games. Nobody's touching them.
Yeah, I agree.
So it doesn't matter if somebody could beat them.
So if you're just joining us, our parlay that we did last week hit.
I can't believe it hit.
I can't believe it either. But that parlay hit. So I can't complain about that. We'll probably do another one later on.
Yeah, we'll figure out something.
But I'm looking at these standings, Jimbo, and
For what, the football?
NFL.
Okay.
The Chiefs are 8-0, but that division besides the Raiders is looking good. You got the Chargers at 5-3 and the Broncos at 5-4.
Both of them have a playoff shot, but I think Denver's going to just go down a little bit because of their schedule.
Yeah.
I think they have a tough schedule, and they're a young team. They got demolished by Baltimore, and it wasn't pretty.
Yeah, it was.
So
2-7.
Yeah,
Raiders
and
are bad.
I think they bounce back against Cleveland, but I don't know if they win that game. I mean, not Cleveland. The Chiefs.
Yeah,
They
should
can
be
make that game
interesting.
tight.
AFC North, you got the Steelers at 6-2, Ravens 6-3, but watch out for the Cincinnati Bengals at 4-5. We've seen this in the past where they start off slow. It's not how you start, but it's how you finish. Only concern for me is they're 3-1 on the road, but they're 1-4 on home turf.
Yeah, but are they going to go in Baltimore tonight and beat them?
We'll see. That could
Actually,
be the
after
turning point.
Baltimore dropped 41 on a decent defense, what's going to happen when they play them? That's the real
Yeah, we'll
question.
see. Tonight's the real test.
Yeah.
Looking at the AFC South, you got the Texans at 6-3, Colts at 4-5, Titans, Jaguars 2-6, 2-7.
If the Colts could play better, I think they can win a division because Houston's not looking the same as they did last year.
No, they're not. They're looking like a inconsistent squad right now.
Yeah, like especially like you lost to the Jets, and I think that's a bounce back game for the Jets. I think they needed that game to be
Alive.
because I said they could run the table. If you look at the remaining schedule, let me look it up really fast.
Yeah, I think the Jets have a shot.
Let's see. I'll tell you. I'll tell you right now. Just give me 1 second. I'll tell you the Jets' remaining schedule.
All the teams are bad in that last
That's
few
what
spots.
it is. Like, all right. So that they have Arizona, they can win that game. The Colts win that game.
That's 5-6.
Seattle, 6-6.
Yeah,
Dolphins, 7-6.
that's another one.
Jaguars, 8-6. Rams could be tough, but I think they can edge it out a little bit. Buffalo, I can see that being a loss. And then Dolphins. So what? 9-8,
They can.
9-7?
They can go 9-8.
9-7.
No reason why they can't.
They could, and the way the AFC is like opening right now, it's open for the wild card. I think that 5 spot could go to to Baltimore or to Pittsburgh.
Yeah,
If Pittsburgh
it's
plays,
very close.
if they play decent, like they win the next couple games, I think they definitely have a shot. But I think like it's open because you have right now you have Denver and the Chargers in
Yeah.
that spot.
I
that-
think it could go either way.
Yeah, because like and then behind them are the Colts, the Bengals, and then the Jets.
Yeah, so it could
So
go
if
either
the
way.
Bengals do drop, it opens the door for a decent amount of teams to go
It does.
right back in that division, like in the AFC.
And we look at the NFC East. Commanders 7-2, Eagles are 6-2. I think the Commanders are going to take it.
That division,
Yeah,
I don't know because when they played at high power offense, aka Tampa, they lost. When they played Baltimore, that had a decent defense, they lost. And then if you look at the other teams that they played, they're weaker teams. They have
but a win is a win.
they have an easy schedule, but they have an easy schedule, don't you
But
think?
a win, yeah, but a win's a win.
I know when to win, but it's an easy schedule. So
I
then,
get that, but I look at it as a win's a win
because then they even played the Bengals and they outscored the Bengals.
against a bad defense.
But Joe Burrow should have carried them, right?
He did. He played well.
But he didn't
MVP
win.
candidate. No, they
There's no
lost.
W on that column.
No, they lost.
Yeah.
All right, NFC West: Cardinals 5-4, Rams 4-4, 49ers 4-4, Seahawks 4-5.
That division's wide open, honestly.
That division, any team can win. But honestly, I'm going with the LA Rams to win that division. 3-game heater. They're playing great football.
I wouldn't mind them, but I would never doubt San Fran. They're getting healthier now and everything, and then Chris McCaffrey is coming back.
Yeah, and you know Nick Bosa is having a field day right now.
Yeah. I think with Chris McCaffrey coming back, that's going to open so much for that team. So much. So,
NFC North, as Gizmo just walked by, the cat. The Lions are 7-1, Vikings 6-2, Packers 6-3.
I mean, any of them could go through, honestly. Besides the Bears. I think the Bears are, I'm going to say this politely, is probably one of the fraudulent positive teams in that division.
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like they played bad teams and they played them at the right time.
Now they'd be 8-0 if they played every game at home. They're 4-0 on home, 0-4 on the road.
Yeah, but you haven't played the Packers or Lions yet.
Yeah.
Or Minnesota. Oh, they played Minnesota, right?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, and Minnesota beat them, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lions are going to trounced them, and I think the Packers could do the same.
NFC South, you got the Falcons at 6-3, Buccaneers 4-5, Panthers and Saints 2-7.
That's,
Dave is wrong with his pick.
well, the injuries. That's what it is. It's the injuries. Dave thought he had, and I would agree with Dave because that offense was fantastic. Especially to do something. To beat Detroit in week 2. And the way Detroit's playing now.
Yeah.
With that offense they had. If they still had it, I think they would have I think beat the Chiefs.
Oh, I think so too.
And like it wouldn't have been like a close game. It would have been maybe like a little bit of a blowout, honestly.
I agree.
But at the same time, they don't have Mike Evans. They don't have Godwin. They're relying on Auden and the running game. And that's it. Baker's trying to do his best, but especially the Falcons beat them twice, and the Falcons will have, if they might have to go to a tie, or, their tie record, Falcons will have the win already because they have 2-0 against them.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I think the Falcons are going to win that division. And I had the Falcons win that division.
All right, so this is
Hypothetical
speaking. Would you do this trade if you're a Giants fan? Or even a
Well,
Panthers
trade deadline's
fan?
already done, so.
Not now. I wouldn't do this now.
Like last week.
I wouldn't do, not even this year where the teams are headed because you don't want to lose.
Oh, like postseason.
You don't want to lose a draft capital because right now the Giants will have that first overall pick.
The Giants would? Giants, I don't have 2 wins.
I don't know. Based on the standings I looked at, their number, or maybe standing wise,
They're number 1?
I think so. There's like 4 teams at 2-7, and I guess however the type.
Well, we'll see this weekend when they play Carolina
Yeah, let's see.
and Germany.
But if you're a Giants fan, and this could be a hot take or whatever it is, would you trade Daniel Jones for another team that's in the predicament for Bryce Young?
Would I trade for? Did we have this conversation already? Didn't we have it like at work? Me and
We
you.
might have,
I think me and you had this conversation at work.
but would you trade Daniel Jones for Bryce Young? All right, standing-wise, the Giants do have the 7th. Standing-wise, the Giants do have the worst record.
Okay.
But it looks
Is it
like,
because of the because Carolina beat the Saints?
yeah,
because
but
the
it looks
conference
like
win?
the Patriots have the first overall pick.
Ooh, I could see that honestly.
See, it's
tough.
as a big Daniel Jones guy, I love Jones. I just think he's in a bad situation. Both quarterbacks are good. I think they're both average quarterbacks. They're not the worst, but they're good.
Well,
They're not the best.
The only thing, one's younger than the other that can have more of a ceiling.
So I think of it could be a win-win for both teams, win-win for both guys, because it's a fresh start. It's a new organization. Does it happen? Probably not. But it makes you want to think, do you do that trade? Just where you could at least see, all right, maybe it's the quarterback or it's the system.
My thing is with that though is because you signed Daniel, is Carolina going to take on some of that money on the Giants? I'm going to say no
Unless
because
they have the same contract.
no, because they are in quarterback trouble. They need a quarterback. That's what they need. They need a quarterback. They need a whole new team. It's going to take them a while, like at least like 5 years. And I feel like even I'm going to say this, and this is like. Even I think if C.J. Stroud went to Carolina, if he was the first overall, he would have the same trouble. I'm sorry. I think he would have the same trouble. Because you would have had, last year, you would have only one decent receiver, Adam Thielen, and that's it.
Yeah.
That team is in shambles. Houston was actually a good situation for him.
I get that, but he's also a good quarterback.
Yeah, but I just think in that situation, he would have done the same thing, and it would be the same. And I think Bryce Young would have emerged. That's what it was. I think because
Bryce. All right, no, they probably wouldn't do that because he has a 4-year contract, $9 million a year.
who
Bryce Young. Daniel Jones is getting 40.
Yeah, so like, why would they try to pay that off to get Daniel Jones, and then they get a younger guy that they could mold into a star probably with is it Gable your head coach? Dable.
Dable. Brian Dable.
Yeah, I think that would be
Hasn't done
stupid
shit.
for them to do that. I would try to go more fill up your offensive line. I would stack your lineup so then Jones has time to stay in the pocket.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not running out. You have Malik Neighbors for a reason. You drafted him for a reason. Use him. He's going to be a star. And maybe not even on the Giants. Go somewhere else after a couple of years where he wants to be traded. He could definitely want to leave. He could request for a trade.
You can.
I don't think he's going to. Right now, I don't think he should because he's still a young talent that needs a lot of work. But I think he'll be fine. I would maybe trade for somebody else. Like, problem is you signed too many people on contracts that you got to pay money for.
Yeah.
So like, there's only going to be like a handful of people. Like, even if you go for try even go for Justin Fields, honestly, if he wants to get out of Pittsburgh, or if he's going to be the next guy there. Who knows? Because I mean, you could, and like Russ stays there for the next you signed Russ for what, 3 years? He's what, 30,
Yeah.
He's 35, Russ.
I think so.
So I mean, you get him to 38. He could probably manage for a while. We'll see. Yeah, Fields could definitely be that wide open guy that you can bowl too.
You can, yeah.
But I mean, I don't know. It's gonna be weird what the Giants could do, honestly. Or maybe they draft somebody young and then just keep him under Daniel Jones's wing for a while until he takes over, and then you get rid of Daniel Jones.
So we're going to take a quick commercial break, and then when we come back, I got my free agency list.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to do our top 10 free agents and where we think they're going to go. We'll be right back.
So Malibu at the diner part of the casino.
That they're gonna slip back a little bit. Ben,
Do you ever ask yourself the question as to
For this town, things that haven't been done before.
Feel like it's more than just Joe Biden, though. Like, it's just like people,
Overpay for DeGrom, and
So I think this is a great way for us to gather some
I'll be looking for another job after this is over, I can tell you that.
Here with your name behind it, hoping that.
Why didn't Trump fire Fauci? He could have gotten rid of him.
There's a lot of things you can have checked out. So,
talk whatever we want.
it's sports. Well, I'll tell you, no matter, I don't have to worry about my feelings to understand that.
Especially going back to Columbus down.
Why? They were horrible this.
So Malibu at the diner.
these leaders of these countries?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back on the Doug Survival Show, which is brought to you by Unsolicited Role Models. The role models you may not want, but you may just need. Now we're doing our MLB Free Agency picks. All right, let's see what we got. So we're going to go with the first number one free agent. Again, this is my order. This is not MLB's order, CBS Sports order, Fox Sports order. This is my order of top 10 free agents. All right, so we're going to start with number one, of course, on everybody's list. Juan Soto. Jimmy, where do you have him ending up?
I have him going with the Mets. He's also number one on mine as well. He's number one on my list. I think his best fit is with the Mets. 'Cause I think he saw with the Yankees how they were. I mean, yeah, they got to the World Series, but I think you just saw the aggression of Aaron Judge in that, and it was like, okay, so now I gotta step up. And it's like, okay, at least with the Mets, like the Mets have role players that could definitely fit the mold that he's in.
Mm-hmm.
It's also gonna be like how much he wants. So I mean, I think he goes over there. Honorable mention, maybe I'll say the Giants, because that could be a very good spot for him too.
You read my mind.
Did I?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have Juan Soto as San Francisco Giant.
Oh, that's where you think he's gonna go.
Yes, so of course I'm rooting for him to go to the Mets.
But let's just take that out of the picture.
But we're going to take that out of the picture.
Yeah.
Because I look at how the San Francisco Giants have been in prior years. They wanted Bryce Harper, couldn't get him.
Mm-hmm.
They wanted Aaron Judge, couldn't
Couldn't
get
get
him.
him.
Juan Soto is out there.
Yeah.
I think they're going to do everything they can.
They're going to try
get
as
Juan
hard as they
Soto.
can. I agree.
So why not?
Yeah.
They tried for Harper. They tried for Judge. Why not go for Soto?
Yeah, I mean, because he's the best. He has the best, like, overall stats. Anyway, like, he definitely will fit any mold you put him in. Any team you put him in, he'll fit. He's that type of player.
All right, so my second-rated free agent, Corbin Burns. Who do you got?
He's number 2 as well on my list.
Where is Corbin Burns going?
I have 2. I have the Orioles or the Red Sox.
Okay.
He'll just fit that mold, like, the mold better.
Yeah.
Because he's a right-handed pitcher. Both teams definitely need a pitcher. The honorable mention will be the Mets as well, because I've been seeing reports of him too going there. But I think the Red Sox could benefit more because of the pitching staff they need.
Mm-hmm. I got Corbin Burns, a New York Met.
Okay. So what, Mets get everyone?
They got the money.
They
Steve
do.
Cohen's got the money. But they need another pitcher. You don't know if Sean's coming back. You don't know if Sevy's coming back.
Yeah.
So they're going to have a backup plan within the pitching staff.
Yeah, especially if they could pay a decent amount for him or cheaper.
All right, Pete Alonso.
Yeah. I like him. That's actually...
Pete Alonso's number 3 on mine.
Yeah. Besides the Mets, I hope he stays. He could go to the Yankees. It'll just be like a replacement, pretty much, for Juan Soto.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what it'll be.
But I don't see him leaving.
But then you're
the
replacing,
Yankees.
Anthony Rizzo to Alonso go to first base. Like you're putting Rizzo probably in the outfield.
Well, Rizzo's a free agent too, so.
So why would you get rid of Rizzo at that point?
Yeah.
I think he's a little past his prime. No offense to Rizzo. I think he played.
No, he is.
He played decently in the postseason. I think if you're gonna get a younger guy, Alonso, that can hit a lot better, then it's going to Pete.
All right, so in my heart, I see Pete Alonso staying home and going to the Mets.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to stay in Queens. But because this is a fun event, we're doing the predictions. Pete Alonso's home is in Citi Field, in Queens, New York. He loves it there.
Mm-hmm.
He loves being a Met. But his real home is Tampa. I see Pete Alonso being I see Pete Alonso joining the Tampa Bay Rays.
Yeah, but then I think they lose capital on that, though. Don't they lose a lot of money if they sign him?
Who?
Tampa. They don't have. Do they have the big money to sign him?
They could defer it.
Oh God, that's crazy.
They called on Soto.
Yeah, but
That's not going to happen, but they called, so I'm just...
yeah, we'll see.
Blake Snell, he's number 4 on my list. Where's he going?
Blake Snell. Give me 1 sec. I just had him. I'm going to say he goes to the Padres. I am going to the Padres. I think they were a real good team last year. I just think they had one more player to push them, and I think Blake Snell will fit that mold pretty well.
Yeah, I agree.
I think he'll fit it perfectly into that team.
But for me, Blake Snell's going to be a Detroit Tiger, an up-and-coming team. This team is on the rise. This team has what it takes to win. I see them going after a pitcher, and I think that's going to be Blake Snell.
That would be good for them, honestly.
I see Blake Snell being a Detroit Tiger.
Because they started off rough and then finished strong, and that's pretty much what it is nowadays. It's just you finish strong, you can have a good shot of in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
And plus, they went to the second round.
Yeah.
I mean, you played the Cleveland Indians, and you almost fucking... Or no, I'm sorry. Cleveland, what are they now?
Guardians.
Thank you. Took them to game 5 or 4 or 5.
Game 5.
Yeah, so...
Could you imagine that? Tariq Skubal and Blake Snell?
Yeah.
That'd be a good 1-2 punch.
That would be a good bunch.
All right, Max Fried, he's another pitcher.
Okay.
I have him going to the San Francisco Giants.
That's actually not bad. I have him go to the Cubs.
The Cubbies.
I have him go to the Cubs. I think he'll be very well fit there. I think they're on to come up too. I think they're slowly coming up.
All right, Alex Bregman. He's number 5 on my list.
Okay.
Where you got him going?
I think if he goes here, I think they'll have a good shot. Diamondbacks.
Diamondbacks. Oh,
I am going to Diamondbacks.
I like that.
I think he'll fit them perfectly. I think they need another hitter.
I like that move.
I think they could get back to the promised land. To go back to the World Series or be a contender.
I like that.
They're barely off of the wild card spot. If they didn't have to play a double, if the Mets and Braves did not play a doubleheader.
Mm-hmm.
So I like that. I like him fitting there better.
All right, Alex Bregman. The Philadelphia Phillies are going to move on from Alec Boehm. And I see Alex Bregman being that clutch hitter that they need because Alec Boehm, he struggled against the Mets in that playoff round.
Mm-hmm.
So I see them getting an experienced hitter, and I think Alex Bregman will be a Philadelphia Philly.
I could see that. I think they're going to blow it up, though, Philly is.
They might.
They might. I think they are because it's not working. They get far, and then they lose it. So we'll see.
We do have breaking news.
Who's retiring?
Not retiring, a free agent signing.
Basketball?
Baseball.
Who's? Uh-oh. That smile on your face.
The Los Angeles Angels have signed starting pitcher Kyle Hendricks.
Hendricks.
He used to be a Cub.
Oh. Oh, that's good for them, honestly.
All right, number 6 on my list is Jack Flaherty. I see him being a Kansas City Royal. Another up-and-coming team. To have an ace like him,
Yeah.
that would be huge. All right, where do you see him going?
I think he stays.
He stays in L.A.
I think he stays in L.A. I think he was the reason why they won the games that he did because he was pitching phenomenally. I think he stays. I think he earned his keep.
Christian Walker, former Diamondback. I have him going to the New York Yankees.
Ooh.
I do not see Pete Alonso going to the Yankees. I just don't.
No, so he'll be a good substitute.
So Christian Walker, New York Yankee.
I think he'll fit perfectly with the Astros.
I like that move too.
I think because Astros, yeah, they were playing good towards the end, but they couldn't get it done. He'll be a good hitter for them.
Mm-hmm.
Very good.
The former Ray, Willie Adames. I see him going to a team that needs a shortstop. The Tampa Bay Rays is one of them, but I see Willie Adames going to the Chicago Cubs. And he'll play second base because they have Dansby Swanson at short. So, Willie Adames, you are a Cub. What we got, Jimbo?
I have him. I'm trying to see. I don't even had him on my list. Yeah, I didn't even have him on my list. I could probably agree with you on that, honestly. I think he'll go there. He'll be a Cubby.
Last but not least, Anthony Santander, former Baltimore Oriole. I see him being a Tampa Bay Ray.
Tampa's getting everybody.
Not really, but
I think he goes to the Phillies. I think he'll go to the Phillies just to, if they get rid of the people they're trying to get rid of, he'll be a good fit for them. And he's young. He's only 30.
yeah. All right.
So I think Harper is getting up there.
Yeah, he is.
So sooner or later, he's going to be on a decline.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see.
All right, we're going to take a quick commercial break, and then when we come back, Unsolicited Role Models presents Lepore Betting. We'll be right back.
especially going back to Columbus down.
Why? They were horrible this year.
Malibu at the diner.
These leaders of these countries.
Betting. It was named after you because you are probably known for losing a lot of bets, especially when it comes to the horse
My
racing.
lightning 5 picks. These are the ones I like. I mean, I love them. In my picks, you'll hear them later on.
Yeah.
That is my best bet.
You'll hear it in Stuff's betting.
Yes, that is my best bet.
All right, it's parlay season.
No, God.
All right, are we doing multiple sports or are we going to stick to one sport?
I mean, we did good last week with multiple sports, so we should do that,
Yeah, we might as
honestly.
well go.
And we did what? We did 4 games last week?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's do 4. So we got tonight's game.
All right, we got the Bengals. They're plus 215. The Ravens are negative 267.
So Bengals they're the underdogs.
Yeah.
Okay. You know what? You do what you want on this one, because you're a Bengals fan. I don't want to pull you the opposite direction because that's where I'm going towards. So if you want to take the Bengals win straight out, go right ahead.
I got a better idea.
Uh-oh. Or you're gonna take the points.
You want to do the over?
What's the over?
52.5.
Yeah, that's actually better. I'll take the over. I thought it's gonna be the same game as last time they played.
Yeah, I think it's going to be the over.
Yeah.
All right, tonight, NBA. What we got for NBA?
Probably, I don't know, because like there was 2 games last night that were really good.
There's 3 games. Nah, I'm not gonna do NBA.
Why? They're all poopy?
Yeah, I don't like it.
Why? What's the 3 games?
Trailblazers, Spurs, Bucks, Jazz, Bulls, Timberwolves.
Timberwolves. If you want easy money, Timberwolves will crush the Bulls.
All right, we'll do that.
Yeah, I think Timberwolves will kill them.
All right, so we're gonna go with the Timberwolves. All right, NHL. I like the Chicago Blackhawks to beat the Dallas Stars.
Is it at Dallas or at Chicago?
It's at Dallas.
Chicago's playing pretty well, honestly. That's not a bad one. Keep naming games because you need 2 more games.
Well, right now we're at 3.
Right. Oh, you like? Oh, so you need 1 more. So then you're gonna probably keep it hockey.
All right, let's do.
Are the Devils playing tonight?
Yeah, they're playing Montreal
In Montreal?
in Jersey.
Oh, you're going to that game then, aren't you?
Yep.
I'll be use it the Devils if you want.
No, let's go with Montreal because I'll be there, and the Devils are terrible when I'm there. So I think we should take Montreal.
Yeah, but Montreal ain't that good though.
When the Devils play them,
you never know. Didn't they play? Didn't they play them already and they beat them? Didn't the Devils beat them 3-0?
they might have.
Yeah. So why selling yourself short?
Because I know how they play when I'm there.
Then they go there.
Yeah, we'll go there.
Don't don't go there.
A $4 bet could win 121.
So now you need your old team to lose, and that'll be the dagger. That'll be the dagger right there. The Devils actually will win.
Imagine. All right, we got the Bengals over. We got the Timberwolves, the Blackhawks, and Canadians. All right, that's your parlay, ladies and gentlemen.
For 4, but that's not bad at all.
All right.
I feel that's a little crazy. You're betting on your own team.
Yeah, but remember, I need 4 things to go my way. So
Yeah, but then if 3 of them goes your way, and that last one doesn't, that would kill you.
yeah. So we're gonna take a quick commercial break. We're gonna take a quick commercial break, and then when I come back, I have some ranting to do. So we will be right back.
Ranking.
Ranting.
Oh, ranting.
Ranting. Dougie's in the mood to rant.
So Malibu at the diner part of the casino.
That they're gonna slip back a little bit. Ben,
Do you ever ask yourself the question as to
For this town, things that haven't been done before.
I feel like it's more than just Joe Biden though. Like it's just like people, even people.
Overpaid for DeGrom, and
So I think this is a great way for us to gather together.
I'll be looking for another job after this is over. I can tell you that.
I'm here with your name behind it, hoping that.
Why didn't Trump fire Fauci? He could have gotten rid of him.
There's a lot of things you can have checked out. So,
talk whatever we want.
It's sports. Well, I'll tell you, no matter. I don't have to worry about my feelings to understand that.
Say about the AFC South. So I think
Early, they weren't expected to have that 13-game win streak like they did last year.
Mm-hmm.
This is the gift that God has given me to be able to help.
So then am I correct?
I'm not.
Am I correct?
You're correct.
Why blame? Why you're
I have a question for Carolyn. Carolyn, hold on. I have a question for you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back on the Doug Saravo Show, which is brought to you by our good friends at Unsolicited Role Models, the role models you may not want, but you may just need. All right, so there's a lot on my mind. Yes, a lot of political stuff that I could be ranting about, but that's why we have Dougie's Political Hour. But I saw something online, and I have to rant about this. I think, and let me pull this up, because I'm surprised he was not on the list.
This is our baseball one?
No, this is football.
Football.
I saw our MVP favorites.
What, are you going to say Joe Burrow?
Yeah.
Yeah, because
I'm surprised they don't have him on the list. These are who NFL on Fox mid-season awards, MVP. Lamar Jackson.
You can't argue.
Iffy
you can what? All right, continue for.
He's on a good football team.
Hold on.
Jared Goff.
Yeah.
I could understand. That. Jalen Hurts has been inconsistent this year.
I agree on that.
Josh Allen, I could understand.
Okay.
But Joe Burrow is carrying this team. He is. You're over there laughing, and I knew this was going to happen. But Joe Burrow is carrying this football team. He is.
So Lamar's not doing the same thing when he's putting up freaking.
He's got Derrick Henry, so let's forget about
They're
that.
throwing the ball more now.
Let's forget about he has.
They're
Derrick
throwing
Henry.
the ball now. Are you
When you have
kidding
these
me?
numbers, when you're putting up these numbers at 22.44 yards, completion at 70% for a guy that has a broken hand or whatever you were telling me the other day.
Not another day. This is the beginning of the season.
20 touchdown passes, 4 interceptions, and a passer rating of 108. How does Joe Burrow not have any consideration to be MVP?
Compared to the 3 quarterbacks you said, I want you to compare it to Josh Allen, Jared Goff, and Lamar Jackson. I want you to compare those 3. Compare it.
Burrow?
Yes. Burrow compared to those 3.
All right. Joe Burrow and Lamar Jackson.
Okay, so go ahead, get Lamar Jackson numbers up. Compare it to Joe Burrow, and you're going to probably see a big difference.
I don't care about the numbers.
It does, but it does matter when you're looking at it. And
I understand that.
Wait.
Other aspects.
Hold on. What's the record of the both teams?
What? The Bengals would be a lot worse if they did not have Burrow. Ravens have star talent. They have Derrick Henry. They have Lamar Jackson. They have Zay Flowers. The Bengals have Burrow. I don't even know who their running back is. I think it's
Zach Moss.
Moss?
No, Brown. He's been playing really good, though. You can't.
Receiver-wise is who? Jamar Chase?
And T. Higgins.
That's about it. They haven't been consistent, the Bengals. We all know that. Everybody knows that. I know that. The Bengals have been inconsistent. He should at least be in consideration for it. Jared Goff has a great football team around him and has a great head coach, and he was not going to turn around that Detroit Lions team by himself without the head coach, Dan Campbell.
So you're saying the Cincinnati Bengals is the head coach?
No. I'm saying Jared Goff was not turning around that Lions team without
what about
Dan
Josh
Campbell.
Allen?
Josh Allen. My argument for Josh Allen was always a great receiver. This year, he had a lot of guys leave on defense, and he had a lot of guys leave
on offense.
And he's carrying that team. If I were to make my MVP picks today, it would be Joe Burrow for carrying that Bengals offense. It would be Josh Allen for being the star player he is and carrying them to 7-2 in a bad division. It would be Sam Darnold for leading the Vikings to where they are today.
I'm going to give him comeback player of the year. I won't give him because I think Lamar and Goff and Burrow are outplaying him right now.
When you think of MVP, most valuable player, it doesn't say best player. It doesn't say who's the best in that division or the best in the league. It's the same thing. I hate the fact that Shohei Ohtani is probably going to win MVP. Great, talented player. But Lindor was more valuable to that Mets team of why they got to where they are. Joe Burrow, put in someone else. The Bengals would not be 4-5 and still alive for a playoff spot. That's my argument. They would not be where they are without Joe Burrow.
Well, quarterback is the most essential part of that team. Any team, honestly. The MVP right nowadays is a quarterback award. That's what it is nowadays. But those three guys before Burrow, are playing a lot better. I'm sorry,
Lamar's the most valuable.
But Lamar Jackson is playing phenomenal.
Has Derrick Henry.
It doesn't matter. Even before last year, he had no Derrick Henry. He was still helping them and getting into the playoffs and everything. They got to the they were hosting the AFC Championship last year
and lost.
But it don't matter.
And then you got Jalen Hurts.
I won't even consider Jalen Hurts.
Are atrocious this year. 69% completion. Not even 2,000 passing yards. 10 touchdowns and 4 interceptions. You're going to say that's MVP when you have Saquon Barkley on that team that's making the difference for them?
That I agree with you on that one.
That is what I don't understand.
Jalen Hurts should be a little lower. Maybe below Burrow or somebody else.
That's what I don't understand is Joe Burrow is not getting the credit that he is because his team is 4-5.
Yeah, well, that's what it is too. Because I think it's due to the coaching, not because this is what a great head coach does: get pieces to fit your players. So look at Lamar Jackson. Lamar's not running that much anymore. He's passing a lot more. Why? I got big Henry back here that could get me a decent amount of yards each time I need it. I'm fine. I'm cool with that. He's passing a lot more for a reason. It's opening the door for Zay Flowers and new required Deontay Johnson to play better. So Lamar is now taking himself out of it to not be a runner no more, to be a straight passer what they needed him to be. That's why Lamar is considered might get his back-to-back MVP. He might.
I highly disagree with that.
And then with Jared Goff, I think without Jared Goff being there and Detroit, you put another quarterback in there, I think they falter.
I don't think so.
Because you said he's a system quarterback. He fits Dan Campbell's system.
I never said he's a system quarterback.
Yes, you did. You said he's a system quarterback.
I never said Jared Goff is a
yes, you did. If you
find
clips, I guarantee you find clips.
I dare you.
You have to because you have all the clips. I don't.
I never said that.
All right. But a lot of people said he's a system quarterback. Just like you said when he was in LA, he was a system quarterback and everything. So he fits that system very well, and his numbers are amazing.
Doesn't matter.
Yes, it does matter when your numbers. So your numbers are amazing, but Joe Burrow should get it because he's carrying a team.
I'm not saying he should get it, but I'm just saying out of those 4, Burrow should be up there. That's what I'm saying.
Take Jalen Hurts out. I don't even consider him. I'll put Joe Burrow at the 4. But I'm sorry, it's Lamar. It's
Josh
Lamar,
Allen, yes.
Allen,
Jared
Goff.
Lamar Jackson, Jalen Hurts, absolutely.
You're saying
not.
To Lamar Jackson that is putting up numbers?
But I don't think he's most valuable because he has a great
If he
running
goes
back.
down, that whole team goes down.
No, they won't.
Yes, see,
They
who's
will
their
not.
backup? It's not Huntley no more.
Who's their backup?
Who's their backup?
Let's take a look.
Because I guarantee they're not freaking replacing Lamar. If Lamar Jackson got hurt to this day, right now, they are going to lose a lot of fucking games.
No,
Because,
they're not.
yes, they are.
They have a great team.
Yes. but
Josh Johnson. You're telling me he can't be a good backup?
Who?
Josh Johnson.
Wasn't he on the Niners?
He's been all over.
But wasn't he, his last team was on the Niners when they went to?
It might have been.
When he went to when it was
Yeah,
NFC
they
Championship.
played in the NFC Championship.
Yeah, and look what happened.
But you're telling me they have a great team on paper. That's what I'm trying to figure
Yeah,
out.
they have a great
I
team.
could understand if he was on the Raiders and they won games. They were 6-3. I could understand that. But you're going to tell me you're going to discredit having Derrick Henry, Zay Flowers, Deontay Johnson, Rashad Bateman, Mark Andrews. That's a great offense.
Well,
that's a great set.
First
of
of all, Mark
receivers,
Andrews
a great set of running backs.
Mark Andrews has been hit or miss, more or less miss. They just got Deontay Johnson, so that's going to take a while. Yeah, Zay Flowers is really good, but Lamar's putting the ball where he needs to.
I agree with you.
So if you take Lamar, if he gets hurt, just like last year when Joe Burrow got hurt, you guys had a chance to get to the playoffs.
Yeah.
And look what happened when Joe Burrow got hurt. If Lamar got hurt, you're kissing that goodbye.
I don't think so.
You are. Johnny, he's not good. If Huntley was still there, all right, I could see that. I could see Huntley being really good. I could see that. But no, I'm sorry. I can't see Johnson coming in there and taking over for that team if Lamar got hurt. I'm sorry. They'll be done. They know it.
That's the list.
With Josh Allen, same thing. He gets hurt, that team's going bye-bye.
Obviously, he's been like that the last few years, MVP caliber.
Yes. But he's got to beat out Lamar. With Jared Goff, I think it's the same thing.
I disagree with that.
I don't know what Hooker. Hooker maybe could be decent, but Jared Goff is playing on another level.
Jared Goff was there before Dan Campbell, and they didn't do anything.
Yes, but that's when you have a great head coach. Dan Campbell is going to win head coach of the year, I believe.
There should be more credit to
Dan Campbell. Also, but who's throwing the
ball?
ball?
Good. 14 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, 1,800 passing yards.
Who's that?
Jared Goff.
Yeah, he's playing really good.
Joe Burrow has better numbers.
Does he have better numbers than Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson? If he has better numbers than them, then I'll consider he's 4. But I don't think he's 3 because I think Jared Goff is playing a lot better right now.
If I were to pick MVP today, it would be Josh Allen.
Wow. Okay.
That's my MVP.
Well, I just don't want you to look at the number. I just want to see the difference.
Josh Allen has 2,000 passing yards, 17-2 touchdown interception.
Okay, so that's a little bit better.
But to put Goff, Jackson, and Hurts ahead of Burrow,
I want to put Hurts. I agree with you on Hurts. I think he's behind Burrow.
That's where I draw the line.
I think he's behind Burrow. I think could Jalen Hurts move up? Maybe. There's always a maybe on that. I think he definitely could move up.
Mm-hmm.
It also depends on how he plays because they have a talent, and I think it's because of Nick Sirianni as the head coach. I think I don't know what's going on with him.
Yeah, I think he's out the door if they don't win a Super Bowl this year.
I think if they get first round exits again, I think they're gonna. I think he's done.
Yeah, they're gonna move.
They have a talented team. They got Barkley. They could definitely could do it. It's just, can they put it all together?
Mm-hmm.
I do not know.
All right, so before we wrap up, I got my prediction of the day, and then Jimmy's going to share his. Here we go. Drum roll, please. My prediction for the day.
Bengals go to the playoffs.
Who?
Bengals could be a wild card spot.
I think so.
Is that your pick or?
No.
Okay.
Caitlin Clark
Uh-oh.
and the Indiana Fever make the finals next year. That's just a guy. I'm throwing it out there. I want to be the first one to say it.
Once their season starts, after Christmas, right?
I think
Or summer, almost?
I
Or
think
like April?
May-ish?
April, May?
Around there. But I want to be the first one to say that. Caitlin Clark is going to the finals.
Why? Did they sign somebody that could help them? Or
No, but I want to be there and be like I said it
if
first.
they had the same team, then no, because New York is still a dangerous team.
Yeah.
So are the Lynx and,
Mhm.
you know, other team. No, I wouldn't put it just yet, but, I mean, she has the talent to do it, especially it's going to be her second year.
Yeah.
She could definitely be there.
All right, Jimmy, what you got?
I'm going to go. My prediction, I said this probably beginning of the season. Mike McCarthy gets fired soon.
In season.
In season.
I think so, too.
I think he gets fired. I think they're going to just... If Dallas is smart, because Dak is out for the next 4 games, and these are the next 4 games that are tough, at the worst timing, you have to play the Bengals, you have to play Philly, and you have to play the Giants in the next 4 games. I think you could lose those 4 games.
Yeah.
Without Dak being there.
Dallas fell apart quickly.
Now, here's what I'm going to say. I would not put Cooper Rush in there. I would put Trey Lance in there, see what he has.
Yeah, see what he's got.
You traded him for a reason. See what he has. If he has the talent to carry that team to 4 games over good teams, I think you have a shot.
I think so too.
I think you'd like, sorry,
Dak.
Sorry, Dak. We're gonna put you on the sideline, or you be a backup, and we're paying. But that'd be just a waste. You put $40 million on the bench. That's the problem. But I think Jerry Jones needs to retire.
Yeah.
I think he's the
Either
bane.
that or sell a team.
No, I think he's just a bane. I think he needs to step down, and somebody else needs to come in. I think that team needs a fresh start and everything.
All right, as always, this has been Dougie Sports Talk, Dougie Saravo, Jimmy Drust. We'll see everybody next time. It's going to be a pleasure. We'll be in the studio because it's going to be cold and dark.
Oh, yeah, it's dark already.
Yeah. See everybody later.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
So Malibu at the diner part of the casino.
That they're gonna slip back a little bit. Ben,
Do you ever ask yourself the question as to
For this town, things that haven't been done before.
Feel like it's more than just Joe Biden, though. Like, it's just like people.
Overpay for DeGrom, and I think this is a great way for us to gather together.
I'll be looking for another job after this is over. I can tell you that.
Here, with your name behind it, hoping that
Why did Trump fire Fauci? He could have gotten rid of him.
There's a lot of things you can have checked out. So,
Talk whatever we want.
It's sports. Well, I'll tell you, no matter, I don't have to worry about my feelings to understand that.